William and Mary moves over to the floor exercise. WVU will be on the beam in just a moment. 4-minute touch warm-ups underway for rotation 3. Kyle Wester inside WVU Coliseum. If you're hoping to hear the familiar voice of Kara Turnbull, unfortunately she's not able to be here today with the weather and road conditions as they are in Morgantown. Also, this meet closed to the public as a result. Everyone taking every precaution possible with the huge snowstorm. WVU leading through 2 rotations, 97.675. William and Mary with a 94.85. If you missed it earlier, West Virginia and William and Mary have met 3 of the last 4 seasons in some form or fashion. Last year, it was at NC State as part of a quad meet. WVU won that quad meet, score 195-35. And individual gymnasts won 3 of the 4 events in that quad meet, hosted by NC State. Jada Lawrence won the vault, Melissa Idell with the victory in the floor exercise, and Alexa Goldberg won the bars. So William and Mary, last time they visited the Coliseum, that was February 1st, 2013. So it has been 3 years since the tribe visited the Coliseum. First time WVU has not faced a ranked opponent this year. They started off facing both number 16 Denver and number 24 Southern Utah in the season opener January 9th. Lost to each of those squads, but bounced back with a victory last Sunday against number 18 New Hampshire. Ready for rotation 3. WVU and Alexa Goldberg will start on the beam. Floor exercise, Melissa Glass for William and Mary. Glass has started each of the 3 meets on the floor exercise for William and Mary. A 9.525 is her season best mark. Goldberg on the beam, her season best is a 9.725. Mountaineers hit 5 for 6 last week on the beam, has scored a season best 48.65. Kira Koshinski led the squad for the second straight week with a 9.8. Koshinski is slated to go 3rd for the Mountaineers in this event. You're looking at Alyssa Glass, bottom right on the floor exercise for William and Mary as Alexa Goldberg completes on the balance beam. Second look at the dismount by Goldberg. And we will wait to see her score. Goldberg, who's been competing all around on every single meet so far this year. She only did that twice last year, but she's already done it in each of the first 2 weeks of this season. And doing that again for WVU today. She won the all-around last week against New Hampshire, 39.225. She also claimed victories in the bars and the floor exercise. As they tabulate Goldberg's score on the beam. Meanwhile, Katie Weber waiting to go for William and Mary on the floor exercise. 9-7-7-5 for Goldberg to start off the beam. Now Zakira Muhammad for WVU. This is Muhammad's debut on the beam. She's only competed in it once before. She earned a 9-7 last year. But Muhammad there today. And Muhammad is scheduled to have her first career all-around appearance as she completes on the beam. Muhammad already with a 9-8 in the uneven bars and a 9-8-5 at the vault. So not only competing for the first time all around, but posting some good scores as well. Katie Weber continuing on the floor exercise as you look at a replay of Muhammad on the beam. Weber has gone second in the floor exercise for William and Mary each of the first two events of the year. 9-3-5 is her best score. She had an 8-8-5 last week against Temple, so hoping to improve upon that. Alyssa Glass with a 9-5-5 to open up floor exercise for William and Mary. William and Mary out of Williamsburg, Virginia. Few-hour drive to arrive in Morgantown. Muhammad with a 9-7-2-5 on the beam. So in her second career appearance in that event, that's her best mark of her career. And it sets her up nicely to see what she does on the floor exercise for her all-around score. Aaliyah Kerr waiting on the floor exercise. Now is given the go-ahead after Katie Weber receives a 9-5-7-5. So Kerr begins, while Krasinski is on the beam. Krasinski a 9-8 each of the first 2 weeks for her in this event. Finished third at Denver, tied for fifth last week against New Hampshire with the identical 9-8 score. Krasinski receives high fives. Again, Big 12 Newcomer of the Week, back-to-back weeks. She comes in with plenty of accolades. She was the national floor exercise champion in last year's Junior Olympics. She's also finished second in the vault and second in the all-around at the Junior Olympics National Championships. As Kerr continues on the floor exercise. Next up on the beam is Audrey Tolbert. She had a 9-6 in the season opener and 9-7-7-5 last time out. Tolbert transferred to WVU from Ohio State before the 2015 season. 9-7-7-5 last time out in the beam, her career high. Trying to improve upon that if she can here today. Toshinsky with a 9.75 on the beam, which is the second best score by a Mountaineer thus far. A 9.375 for Kerr on the floor exercise. Bree Geronda next. She's the fourth to compete for William and Mary in this event. As she starts her routine, bottom right of your screen. Tolbert wraps up on the beam, the fourth to conclude for WVU. Sarah Moore waiting patiently at the beam, now receives the go-ahead. She competed there last week, made her debut as a Mountaineer. It was the first meet she had competed in. Scored a 9.625. Moore is a freshman out of Dallas, Texas. A 9.675 for Tolbert. Four scores in for WVU after Sarah Moore. Carly Galpin will go. Galpin made her debut in the balance beam last week as well. So she will conclude for the Mountaineers. Olivia O'Connor will be next for William and Mary on the floor exercise. A 9.7 for Geronda on the floor. That's the best for William and Mary so far, with two more set to compete. Olivia O'Connor continuing to compete on the floor exercise. 9.65 is her best score this season. That came at North Carolina in the season opener. An 8.9 last time out. Sarah Moore with a 9.7 on the beam. So four scores of 9.7 or better for WVU, with Carly Galpin set to round out rotation 3 for the Mountaineers. O'Connor concludes on the floor exercise. Brittany Stover will be the last to go for the Tribe. Galpin made her debut last time out, as mentioned, a 9.775. She came into WVU a 4-time Maryland state champion in this event. WVU done on the beam. We'll wait to see what Galpin's score comes in as, and we'll see what the team score for WVU is as a result. Already a 48.625, even if they had to drop Galpin's score. We'll see though, as William and Mary on the floor exercise with Brittany Stover, set to be the last to compete. As Brittany Stover is getting ready, we're joined by Jason Butts here. And Jason, first of all, thanks for coming over, taking the time. How happy are you through the 3 rotations?
Well, absolutely. Thanks for having me. No, it's going great so far. You know, just they're keeping the energy up, they're hitting the routines, and you know, to not have our fans in here with us today, you know, that's a big deal for them to really kind of pull it into themselves as a team and make it happen.
How unusual is that without the crowd energy going inside the Coliseum?
it kind of feels like a practice. So that's why I'm really happy that they've you know, stepped it up and they're treating it like a competition. And you know, we've hit everything so far, knocking wood, going into floor, and I'm just really happy with the consistency that I'm seeing right now.
How about on the event that just wrapped up with beam? You had a few changes there. How happy are you with what you saw?
You know, you can never complain when you go 6 for 6, you know, and you got freshmen competing in there, and that's always can be a little bit scary at times, and they're just, you know, performing like they've been competing in college for, you know, 2 or 3 years. So very happy with the effort so far, very happy with the consistency, and that's really all I can ask for at this point.
That's good,
in the middle of the blizzard.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, Jason, any other thoughts or anything else that stands out to you from the first 3 rotations that you want to share?
No, not at this point. We're going to go to floor, and you know, that's always one of our favorite events to compete in the Coliseum. And even though we don't have a crowd right now, we'll be competing in front of ourselves, and and they'll love it. They'll still put on a great show.
Well, that's good. We're looking forward to it. Thanks again for coming over.
Yes, thank you.
That was the head coach, Jason Butts, taking a couple moments to talk to us between events as Brittany Stover wrapping up on the floor. Carly Galpin ends up with a 9.875, so that ends up being the best score for a Mountaineer on the beam, and it sends the team score in that category all the way up to a 48.825. So WVU 146.5 through 3 rotations, with the floor waiting for the Mountaineers. William and Mary through 3 rotations, 142.775. We will wait to see. That'll change slightly depending on the score for Brittany Stover, who just went. Her score is not in yet. Olivia O'Connor with a 9.725. That's the best mark for a gymnast from William and Mary so far in that event. We'll wait to see what Stover receives. She has a 9.8, so Brittany Stover with a 9.8. And it gives William and Mary a team score of 143.2 through 3 events. Again, WVU at 146.5. With only the floor exercise remaining for the Mountaineers. For William and Mary, they will complete this competition on the beam.